yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast, baby. Man, I'm excited, man. This is Google Pixel 8 Pro week. Now, don't get me wrong. We've heard the rumors. We saw videos came out. I mean, look, man. Google is all about software and they're all about AI. And look, we appreciate that. But they're taking AI and software to the next level. Google really not focused on like power, like they're going after, extreme power after gaming and stuff like that. No, they going after the software aspect of it. They going after give you the experience, the AI experience. And you know what? I think they're doing a good job at it, right? So let's talk a little bit about, the keynote address a little bit to give you guys my thoughts, my raw thoughts. Now, yes, we talked about it on Wired Wednesday. If you haven't watched Wired Wednesday is the day of the week that we go in. We talk about all the good, the bad, the ugly about products and services. And on Wired Wednesday this week, we talked about the Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro, which we've been talking about the Pixel 8 Pro for the last couple of weeks. So it's really, really good. And look, I'm a huge, Google fan, man, when it comes down to their software. I've questioned some of the hardware and some of the, overheating that we had and stuff like that. I put my glasses off, a little foggy there. But I questioned some of the things that Google did when it came down to some of the Tensor processors. I've had some rough experiences with Google devices. It's been well documented, going all the way back to the first Pixel to this Pixel today, which is the Pixel 4. I have had my challenges with these devices, but one thing that kind of outweigh the challenges for me is the software, right? The software has been absolutely marvelous. And I think what Google's doing is bringing the software to the next level. Now, listen, again, they're not going after raw power. They're not going after overclocking chips. They're not going after this, but what they're doing is they're trying to give you a good experience. Let's talk a little bit about the Pixel Watch. Kind of a letdown a little bit, but I don't know, man. The Pixel Watch 2 coming with a quad-core processor in it. It's coming with Wear OS 4, and it's now getting the Snapdragon chip instead of, Exynos chip. So that is a good thing. Now, one of the things that we criticize, the Pixel Watch for is the software when it comes down to this Fitbit software. They're doing it again, that you're going to get the Fitbit software for 6 months. But after 6 months, you got to pay a subscription or however that work. And that was kind of a letdown. You think that for $329, that's the price for the Pixel Watch in general, you would get that software, for free on top of, paying for the watch. But unfortunately, you have to get a subscription base for Fitbit. Listen, a lot of people already got their subscription for Fitbit, so it's all good. But for me, I think Google just maybe should throw in Fitbit subscription on their Pixel Watches. One of the things that kind of a letdown for me, and one of the reasons why I cannot go with a Pixel Watch is because of the size. Listen, again, this is another year where Google have not gave us an increased size on their Pixel Watches. I like the 46, 48 mils and stuff like that. Google refused to give us that size. So unfortunately, I can't go with a Pixel Watch. It's just one of those things that I can't have a tiny watch on my wrist. So shout out to everybody that's going to get the Pixel Watch 2. Enjoy your Pixel Watch. Well, let's talk about the Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro. Pixel 8 coming with the Generation 3 Tensor processor, and stuff like that. But listen, here's the thing, right? One of the things that we want out of this Tensor processor, we already know that it's going to perform well. We already know the AI capability of it. We already know that it's going to give you a good software experience. I think a lot of us, with the experience we've had over the older Pixel devices, is thermal management, heat management. That's my experience with past Pixels, going all the way back to like the Pixel 6 when they came out with the first Tensor, I had some massive overheating issues and stuff like that. And then going with the 7 Pro, again, some massive overheating issues that I've had. And then now with the Tensor 3, I hope that Google will manage the overheating issues with this device. So that's something that we need to know right off the bat. All right, so let's get into some other stuff here. As y'all guys see, I'm using a different microphone today, right? If you're watching the video version of this podcast, I'm actually using my Sennheiser 416 for this podcast, just to kind of gauge whether or not having a microphone in the frame or having a microphone out the frame would give you guys a good viewing experience. So I'm trying this out. I'm testing it out. I got it going through some massive audio equipment here, so y'all know. But let's talk about, they have the actual display, but they're calling it something, right? Pixel 8 is now getting 2,000 nits, and the Pixel 8 Pro is getting 2,400 nits of peak brightness, which is absolutely great, right? So it's going to be very bright displays on this, and I wish that the Pixel Fold had 2,400 nits on it, right? Because again, I'm running into some issues. It is better on beta, but still want to get it a little warm. Even in indoor environments, my Pixel 4 still do some dimming. So hopefully, with the next generation of Pixel 4, it will fix some of those thermals issues. All right, so listen, this whole thing with the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro is all about AI and software, right? They enhance some of the things with call screening. Listen, man, the call screening is absolutely amazing. I like that they bringing in no more natural human voices. The demo that we saw was just scary, right? Because of the natural voice that they're using for the AI for call screening. This kind of blew me away. So I really did like that. The cameras, listen, man, we know that Google's gonna bring the thunder when it come down to photography. But what Google did, right, is did something different with video. Now, video has been enhanced tremendously. It is bringing in autofocus in the front camera. It's giving you pro controls for stills. It's giving you what's called video boost. It's also giving you night sight kind of video with the cameras, and the demos that they saw was absolutely amazing. So the Pixel 8 Pro is going to get a 50 megapixel main, 48 megapixel, and a 48 megapixel camera. So with 5 times zoom, which is going to be great. I think these cameras are going to be great. They bringing Magic Eraser to the next level. They got a best take of photos, which you can change faces after the fact. Just absolutely crazy, right? You could change faces after the fact and change background and use Magic Eraser. I mean, listen, you could take a photo and you could alter the background. You could erase stuff in the photo. You could change the faces. You could do all kinds of things with that photo, man. Listen, that is crazy, right? That's amazing. So that's some of the things that they're doing for the Pixel 8 and stuff like that, and the watches, and they got the beautiful blue color. And I think overall the keynote address was very positive and stuff like that. But let's talk about some of the opportunities and some of the things that I'm concerned about. Some of the things that they talked about in the keynote address is feature drop. So when the device get released, you're not getting all these features right off the bat, and that's the whole thing, right? They talked about things that's not going to come into December. They talk about some of the things that's not coming out for months. So that kind of, you buy a device for what it can do today, not what it can do 6 months from now. You buy a device, what it can do when they talk about the features set, right? So this device that's going to come out, right, is you not getting all the bells and whistles at launch. That's the only thing that kind of scares me about what Google is doing here. The video boost is not coming out for a few months. Some of the other features are not coming out until a few months. So That's some of the things that, you think about when they tell you all these fantastic features and all this fantastic software, but it's coming soon. And, Apple does this too, right? So they tell you about features that's on the device. They showcase, they show you demos and stuff like that, but they tell you it's coming soon. It's not coming at launch, it's coming soon. And so that's some of the concerns that I have. Also, the Pixel 8 Pro is getting a price increase. We thought that it was going to be $899. The Pixel 8 is coming out at $699, but the Pixel 8 Pro is coming at $999, $1,000. Now, don't get me wrong, for everything that you're getting with this device, I think it is moving up to ultra flagship territory. I think that the Pixel devices can get to the point where that they can compete with the big dogs. Now, when it come down to power and stuff like that, here's the problem with people saying the power. It ain't like no games is not going to work on this device. It ain't like it's not going to perform well. It ain't like it's going to, listen, phones are powerful, right? So devices are powerful. So it's not even about how much power you going to put in the device with it. It's what you could do with that power. A lot of people say a lot of people always proclaim themselves as power users. Again, every podcast that I talk about when I say power user, I believe that if you're going up and down Instagram, if you're going on Facebook, if you're watching YouTube videos, if you taking photos and videos, that's not a power user in my opinion, right? Power users is video editors, right? Photo editors. That's power users, right? Doing extremely high gaming, doing extremely high applications, doing video pro mode with, video enhancements and stuff like that. I think that is power users. Power users are not going on Twitter, going up and down, scrolling up and down, and they calling themselves a power user because they're on social media all day. I'm talking about people that use their devices for pro level features. That to me is power users. So when we talk about the difference between power users and non-power users, my definition of a power user is extremely high software on the device, and that's a power user for me. But let's talk about the price again, right? $1,000 for the Pixel 8 Pro. You're getting 128 gigs of storage. Now, don't get me wrong, what they upload to the cloud, which again, you have to pay for that a little bit, right? You're getting all your photos and videos and stuff going to get uploaded to the cloud and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I think it should have started off, if you're going to do a price increase of $100, it should have came out with $256. But it didn't. If you want $256, you got to pay $60 more at $1,060. $1,060 for $256. And then if you want to get into the 512 version, it's $1,180. Now, once we get to 512, you are at that level of ultra, you're at the flagship level and stuff like this. So we now in the territory of Google devices is now at the same price point of your Galaxies and your iPhones and stuff like that. So they are entering that no compromise market. Think about this, right? For $8.99 or $6.99 or $5.99 and stuff like that, you could give some passes, right? You say, okay, well, it's only $8.99, no big deal, right? We'll give them a pass for that, right? Even though you still kind of be a little hard on the device because it's still $900, it's $900. But at the end of the day, once you reach the over $1,000 price point, then yes, everything will be scrutinized. Everything will be, listen, they're going to put it through the test. They're going to put it through its paces at that point, right? It's no longer excuses for Google with the Tensor 3. It's no longer excuses about overheating. It's no longer excuses about a lot of different things at over $1,000. So at that point, we have to put the Google Pixel 8 Pro in the category of the premium ultra flagships like Samsung and Apple and stuff like that. So when we criticize the device, when we review the device, that we list is no longer the case. Well, you got to give us a little slack because it's only $800. No, it's not at that. No, we at the point where we have to, call it how we see it. All right. One of the things that I really did like is the colors. On a Pro model, you have this beautiful blue that I really do like. That's probably going to be my choice. I really do like the blue. Now they got the blue buds. Again, I like that because that kind of coincide with the device. Now, I've never used the buds before. I'm always been kind of I go between the Galaxy buds and I go between other buds, and it's been fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, I go between these buds here. These going to be the, I forgot the name of these buds, but yeah, I like these buds, but I've been going between those buds. But what I'm saying is, what I saw that Google's bringing to the table is absolutely marvelous. I like the camera features. I like the video features. I think Google's going to do a very good job here with the device. Now, as far as trade-ins, we saw that you're getting about $700 if you're going to trade in a Pixel 7 Pro, which I would tell you, Pixel 7. If you go Pixel 7, 128, oh wow, you only get 325. Okay, so Pixel 7, you only get 325. They do not have an option of Pixel 7 Pro to trade in for the Pixel 8 Pro. I'm looking on the Google web. I do see it. There it goes. All right, let's go here. Let's talk about it. The Pixel 7 Pro 128 trade-in is going to be $412. So just so y'all know, y'all get a few bucks off if you're trading in. If you go to the Samsung side, and if you want to do some trade-in, just say you want to trade in, don't think I would trade it a Z Fold 4, but let's see what they're going to give you for the Z Fold 4. It is only $314 for the Z Fold 4. Listen, man, if you got a Z Fold 4, it's not in the same caliber as a Pixel, so I would never trade it as Z Fold 4 for $300. Taking it that the Z Fold 4 is almost a $2,000 device. But I'm just kind of going over some of the trade-ins. They do have some Apple devices on here, which is the 14 Pro Max is going to be the highest device that you can trade in. 14 Pro Max, 128. You're getting $750 for a 14 Pro Max. So if you want to trade in a 14 Pro Max for the Google Pixel, you're going to get $750. And let's go back to Samsung, and let's go to let's say the Galaxy S23 Ultra, right? Galaxy S23 Ultra, and let's say 256, and go ahead and get $650. So if you got a Galaxy S23 Ultra and you want to trade it in for the Pixel 8 Pro, then Google is going to give you $650 for that device. Again, it's up to you to make that decision. See, 512, let's see, $650, don't matter which storage option you got. Even if you got a terabyte, it's only going to give you $650. So the trade-ins is not the best, but at least they're doing something. I don't know if you got a Samsung device. I don't know if I want to trade those high premium devices for a Pixel 8 Pro. If you're gonna do it, I would just kind of buy it out, and I just would go from there. But other than that, if you're gonna go on Verizon, Google Fi, AT&T, I think you're gonna be great when it comes down to the carrier support. I don't see T-Mobile on the list here, but I'm sure that T-Mobile will come out with some good deals and stuff like that. So my overall impressions, looking at the keto address, give you guys my opinion about it. I think that this is the third step that Google need to make. Now, they did say 7 years of OS updates, 7 years of security patches, which is a comfort level for people that just want to buy this device for the long term. On this YouTube channel and on this podcast, what do I always talk about? Rock devices till the wheels fall off. And I think if you want to rock this device till the wheels fall off, I think you're going to be fine. Now, every year, a new device come out, right? But if you say, you know what, I'm going to pay, $1,000 for this device. I'm going to go hold on to this device for 5 years. I think you got the option to do that. You're going to get all software updates. You're going to get all the updates, and I think that's going to be a great. So overall, I think Google's going into the right direction. And this is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see Google go into the right direction, right? Software, AI, cameras, enhancements, software updates, feature drops, stuff like that, right? And to me, I ain't gonna lie to you. Looking at the keynote address, it's like a lot of things Google want to do, they just can't get it out fast enough, right? They talked about this video enhancement. They talk about a lot of things, but they can't get it out fast enough. And one of the things that I'm sure a lot of YouTubers going to criticize Google for with this keynote address is that when the device launch, a lot of stuff that you talked on the keynote address is not coming out till mid-December, maybe next year. And that's the problem that a lot of people is going to have. People are going to say, well, we got to wait for a feature drop way in December when we are in October and the phone dropping this week and next week, right? That means we have to wait till November, December, mid-December, which is 2 months away in order to get some of these features and enhancements that you spoke about in the keynote address. That's the problem that a lot of people is going to have. Because if you go to release a device and you talk about all these fantastic features, right, but it's not going to be available at launch. Listen, a lot of people always say, take the device for what it is and don't worry about the future. You got to worry about the future with this device because not only that some of the nice enhancements that's coming out for this device is not coming out until December of next year, but it's some of the things that you just have to think about. Listen, the call screening won me. The speech to text won me. The cameras, pro mode on photos won me. The enhancements after the fact, you could go into your gallery and zoom in, what's called zoom enhancement, won me. The design of the Pixel 8 Pro, the blue color, won me. The watch, I can't rock with that. Everything else about the Pixel devices have won me over. The only thing that I would like to see for future devices is an option for desktop mode. I think I need to, I understand that when we talk about desktop mode, not everybody wants desktop, but put that option on the table. Because here's the thing, for me to get away from, all my Samsung devices, because I like Samsung DeX and pen support and stuff like this, which I got the pen, is something that I want the Google experience on my Samsung device with desktop mode and pen support. Because you could take away, one UI and give me all that Google experience on my Samsung device and give me Samsung DeX and give me the pen and pen software. And you've won me over as a permanent customer, right? But unfortunately, that's the part that can't win me over. And I would like to see Google get to that point where they do bring in those enhanced software for people like myself to get rid of and get what the Google program. And I like what I'm seeing. Let's see what it's all about. All right, people. Man. Listen, man. Listen, welcome to Techtober, baby. Welcome to Techtober. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Do y'all guys like, the microphone in the shot or the microphone out of the shot? I'm using my Sennheiser 416 for this live stream because I want to test out the audio quality. I also want to test out me not having no microphones in the thing. So y'all guys let me know down in the comments, man. Listen, we gonna see you next week, same bad place, same bad time. This is Eric the Tech Preacher, baby. See you guys later. Man, oh man, I've been talking so much I ain't even drank my coffee, man. Oh! Yes. Yes. Come on, bring it, baby. Say, man, let me tell you something, man. So I'm using my Sennheiser 416, right? Going to my F8N Pro, going to my Rodecaster Pro 2 with enhanced, compressions and de-essers and all kinds of stuff like that. I just want to see how it sound, man. I'll go from there, man. I'm eager to put this in my video editing software to go from there. But listen, man, if you want to see me do these live streams, man, I've been doing a lot of live streams on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok because I've been doing a lot of live streams on TikTok. And I did this live stream as far as the Google event on TikTok. I'm going to do all my events on TikTok. Also, listen, man, I really appreciate y'all guys, just showing me so much love, man. And wow. Listen, I'm going to do a dedicated stream, man. Just talk about personal and stuff like that, man. Instead of all this tech stuff, Just have some fun, baby. All right, I'm going to see y'all next week, baby. All right, let's go.